How's it going? My name is Julian, and I'll be teaching you how to make a simple beat on FL Studio. Alright, so now you downloaded FL Studio. It's time to get cooking. It's time to go. It's time to bang out the beats. You ready? Alright, so first things first, we're going to want to add all of our sounds to the channel rack right here. Simply click on this button. It'll bring up the channel rack, and then over to the side, you can add your drums, your sounds, whatever you want to do first. First, I like to add my drums, so we open up the drums, and we go to hats. You can select the 808 closed hat, 808 open hat, and then for kicks, I usually just do an 808 kick, just a normal kick, and then you want to have a melody in the beat, so I go to instruments, and for this one I'm going to be using the brass section, as you can tell right here. It's a trumpet sound just for the melody of the beat. We're going to keep it simple. So now that you have everything on your channel rack, it's time to make a melody. So open up the piano roll, click on your brass section, you're going to go to piano roll right here, click it one more time, there you go. And this is the melody I have right now. You can use whatever notes you want, you can do whatever you want to. This is just what I came up with real quick. Alright, so you get the idea for the melody. Now you got your melody, it's time to move on to the drums. Alright, so the next step is going to be adding your drums. First, for the drums, I like to use the closed hat first, just to get the beat going nice and steady. Just get a nice tempo. I'll show you an example real quick. Those are my hats. You're going to want to evenly space them, and then every now and then you can add a couple in here just to change up the beat. There you go. Alright, now it's time to add the full drums. So first we'll put the kick on, go to piano roll. These are the notes I picked. I got an E5, another E5 about a measure and a half later, and then 2 G5s just to change up the beat. And this is what I got. Alright, so there you have it. There are your drums. Now it's time to put your drums and your melody together and create the beat. It's that simple. Alright, now that I've got the melody made, I've got my drums laid out, and I have a sub-melody, which is basically just a variation of the first melody. You can change it up however you want, add whatever notes you want to. So here's my melody. Here's my sub melody. And here's the drums. Alright, now you're ready to put it all together. It's time to make a full beat right now. This is really simple. Only took me about 10 minutes to make this whole thing. And trust me, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Alright, I hope that helped you guys out on learning how to make a simple beat. It's really not that hard once you get the hang of it. Super easy. Just 5 simple steps. First the melody, sub-melody, drums. Put it all together, set it to the speed that you want, and there you go. Alright, and one of the last things I like to do is, once I got the drums all ready, I got the melody ready to go, I like to change the way that the melody sounds so it gives it a unique sound. And all you gotta do is open up your channel rack, you go to your brass section, and it'll open up this keyboard right here. And you'll see a bunch of knobs that you don't know what they mean. That doesn't matter. You can just play around with the effects, see if you like the sound. I like to change the glide so it gives it like a sliding sound in between each note. You can give it a listen. And then you can play around with it. You can change it however you want it to be. I like mine to be a little bit more clean, but I want it to be unique sounding at the same time. So I got to do this, and I'll show you the end product. All right, now that I got my melody the way that I like it to sound, you can go ahead and X out of your channel rack and X out of this keyboard. You're gonna want to go back to your main screen right here. Once you lay all the things out that you want to, you're gonna want to start with the melody. Go a measure at a time. After about 3 measures, you're going to want to add the drums. Simply click and drag right here. You'll lay it down, just like that. And let's give it a listen. And there you go.